So is Primal Bod a scam? This video will be answering that question because that's exactly what I thought a year ago. I was wondering, is this another weight loss program for women that basically doesn't work, takes all your money away, your savings, and also makes you lose even more hope when it comes to you and your weight loss, making you think that there's yet again something wrong with you. So exactly a year ago, so in November 2024, I was looking into Primal Bod, and I considered that the price was pretty high, and I was wondering why it was costing so much for a weight loss program for women. This is a weight loss program that teaches you about your fat storing hormone. And I was wondering, what is there in this program that I don't already know? Because I was on a weight loss journey for about 30 years, trying out different diets, different methods of fasting. I went vegan, raw, vegetarian, paleo, keto, carnivore. And I was like, what is there more that I can find out about nutrition? And I was deep diving into nutrition information ever since about 2013. And it was my hobby. It was my passion to read about this, to listen to podcasts, watch videos. So I thought I was pretty well versed. However, I didn't look like someone who was pretty well versed in nutrition, because my body was definitely suffering, especially with every subsequent pregnancy. I kept getting bigger and bigger. So when I came across Primal Bod, I honestly didn't think that it was going to teach me anything new when it comes to nutrition, to health, to women's health, to women's hormones. I thought that I pretty much knew it all and that there was just something wrong with me and my body. And as a side note, I have to tell you that I did do all of the testing. I did go see doctors and specialists and healthcare providers. I did testings and ultrasounds and private testings, and all the results always came back that there was absolutely nothing wrong. And even though I did lots and lots of supplements and lots of different movements, I still wasn't getting anywhere when it comes to my weight loss. So when I started looking into Primal Bod, I was honestly on the edge of just giving up on everything. And I think that I was very concerned with the price of Primal Bod, but also the fact that it was promising such drastic results, such as up to 20 pounds lost in the first 12 weeks. And I was like, this sounds honestly too good to be true. Everything sounded too good to be true. The Google reviews sounded too good to be true. What was promised in the program sounded too good to be true. And it sounded really, really simple. So I was full of fear and full of doubt. And let me tell you that my husband and my family was also very fearful, because they knew that I spent thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars on different programs, supplements, healthcare providers, and magic potions to lose weight. And this was just going to be another one of these investments, according to them. But I was ready to give this one last chance, because there was something inside of me that was telling me, you should try this before you give up all hope. And this is what happened. I joined Primal Bod. I did the investment, and I told myself that this is going to be my investment into myself and my health, and that I was going to do it 100%, meaning that I was going to follow absolutely everything, all of the strategies, all of the homework, everything that was expected of me. I was going to implement it, because I wanted to know, does this really work? Because if it works, then I want to make sure that it works. But if it doesn't work, I want to make sure that I can say, I did absolutely everything the program told me to do, and I failed at it. But what I came to realize pretty quickly is that once I started the theory portion, I started learning new things that I didn't know about women's health, about hormones, about how my routine and environment are affecting my fat storing hormone. And I started to learn pretty quickly that I was storing fat because of the things that I did. I was storing fat because of the things that I ate. And I learned how to stop storing fat and start burning fat instead, and all of the strategies that go with it. The other thing that I realized is that pretty quickly, within a few days, I started getting results. I started feeling less bloated, less swollen. I started having better control over my cravings. I started having a better relationship with food. And I really started enjoying the way that I was feeling in my body. And I really enjoyed the positive changes. And then what I realized is that as the program progressed, and as I was doing it and following the strategies and following the homework, I kept getting more and more results. So I stayed consistent. I stayed consistent with the program, and I stayed consistent with the strategies. And what happened really blew my mind, because I thought that I was going to lose maybe some weight and then I was going to plateau. I thought that I was probably going to lose a couple of sizes when it comes to, my pants or my shirts, and that I was going to plateau at a certain weight. But what happened next really, really surprised me. I just kept losing weight, and I went beyond my first goal weight and the whole reason why I joined this program. And I hit my ultimate oasis goal, the one that I had on my wedding day, in the matter of 8 months. And then, lo and behold, I started losing even more weight until I reached my weight now, which is a comfortable weight where I am both strong, lean, muscular, and also very happy with the way that I look. And I never thought that I was ever going to get to this weight, because I have never been this weight. My entire life, I was chubby or obese. My entire life, I have been made fun of for the way that my body looks. And my entire life, I was lacking confidence and feeling so unhappy with my body and working so hard to change it. I was stuck dieting and trying to lose weight for about 30 years of my life. So when Primalbot started giving me results and giving me more and more results to the point that I am beyond my wildest dreams, I knew that this was something really serious and that it was worth sharing about. So even though it seems too good to be true, even though it seems like it's a scam, even though it seems like the promises that are made are just unrealistic, let me tell you that Primal Bod teaches you about your fat storing hormone and how it works for you as a woman, and how the things that you're doing, including food, including movement, but other things in your environment and your routine, are making you store fat instead of burning fat. And once you realize this, and then you learn about the strategies to take you from a fat burning machine, to take you from a fat storing machine to a fat burning machine, then that's when the true transformation happens. So even though it sounds like a scam, let me tell you that it definitely isn't. And it has been the absolute best decision I have taken for myself and for my family, because every family deserves a happy and healthy mom, and it has been the best investment in me and in my health. So let me know if this video was useful for you, if I answered some of your pressing questions, and make sure to comment below, because if you have any questions or concerns, I'd love to hear from you.